Good morning. Here we are, just a couple of days from Christmas Day. And while this is usually the highlight day of my year, this year I have another event for which I'm eagerly waiting for in the next few weeks. It's another new baby in the family. This baby's parents have been poring over names in these past few months, trying to find just the right name for this little one. I've been trying to give them some suggestions, but I'm not sure whether my suggestions will actually result in a name. Well, has anyone ever told you how you got your name? Does it have a special meaning or relevance in your family? Well, I called my dad this week to ask that question about my naming. I thought there perhaps would be some deep spiritual significance for choosing my name. I mean, how could they not with a name like Grace, right? Well, as I waited with anticipation, my dad hesitates and then says, "Well, truth is your mother probably chose the name, and we had to put something on your birth certificate." You probably have to know my dad to appreciate his humor, but it was such a typical response, and we had a really good laugh together. Well, in biblical times, great importance was placed on the naming of children. And when an angel informed Joseph that Mary's baby already had a name, he was likely surprised. "You shall call his name Jesus," the angel instructed him, "for he will save his people from their sins." Jesus? Well, that sounded a lot like another well-known name to the Jews of that day, and it told Joseph something about why the baby would be important. The name linked Jesus to a major figure in the long story of God's work to redeem his people. That figure was Joshua. The name Joshua is derived from the Hebrew name Yeshua and means salvation comes from God. Well, the name Jesus was also a derivative of the name Yeshua and meant to deliver or to rescue. Joseph would have undoubtedly remembered all the old accounts of Joshua, one of Israel's great heroes. Joshua was a gifted leader and a commander of Israel's army. He served as Moses' assistant, governing Israel, and Moses later anointed him to take over the job. Joshua never lost faith in the Lord's promise to give the promised land to the Israelites, and so God used Joshua to save his people and bring them into that land. It was a good name for a savior. Joshua, though flawed, led God's people into the land he'd promised. The greater Joshua, the perfect Jesus Christ, walks with us in this present life and is leading us to a land where there will be no suffering or pain, a place where we will dwell forever in God's presence. This is an amazing promise of hope. The brokenness we live in today in this world is not going to be forever. There is a better day coming when Jesus will come again and write all things and people back into perfect harmony with God again. Let's take some time today to thank God for his transforming work in our lives as he continues to pursue us and fulfill his promises, both in this world and in the life to come. His name is Jesus. He came to rescue you and me. God bless you and have a Merry Christmas.